Hi, I'm Ray Lauk, and I'm here in my office at Eastern Kentucky University, where I teach pre-service teachers the skills and content and strategies to become successful teachers. And as highly motivated as they are to set the world on fire, the one lesson that I cannot teach them is an appreciation for just how difficult and tough the job of teaching is. That's a lesson that they'll only learn once they have their own set of students in their own classrooms. My in-service program, Finding Your Why, Teaching with Passion and Purpose, is designed exactly for those teachers and school employees who know very well how difficult and tough the job of teaching is. And it's a chance to kind of step back and recharge your batteries as we go into a new school year. We do this in 4 sections. The first part of the program is the acknowledgement of the contributions of all employees in the education of children in the district. So whether they're teachers, administrators, administrative assistants, cafeteria workers, playground supervisors, bus drivers, or as I was once and how I got my start as a school custodian, everyone makes a contribution to the education of children in the district. And everyone has an important role, a critical role in the education of all children. So we start off by acknowledging that. The second thing that we do is we really kind of reflect on the meaning and the significance of the job that we do. We teach reading and writing and science and math, but that's not what gets us out of bed. We get out of bed every day and show up to work to do something bigger than all of us. And that's something that we need to be reconnected with. That gets to another point later on. But the third thing then is we also celebrate our profession. You know, sometimes we hear people say, go into teaching and be a game changer. I'm offended by that expression. This isn't a game. This is life. And what we're doing is changing lives. We're changing the lives of families and students. When I worked in high poverty school districts, I told my staff, we are not here just to teach reading and writing and math and science and all that. We're here to end poverty. That's what our job is. That's what gets us out of bed, to end poverty, something big. And then, so we celebrate the profession. We celebrate what it is that we do. And then the fourth part is that individually, we all need to reconnect with the motivation that brought us here. What was it years ago? Whether people have been in teaching for a year or 5 years or 10 or 15 or 20, or if they're in their last year before they retire, what was the moment that drove us, that brought us into teaching? Was it a mentor? Was it a teacher that we had? Was it some altruistic purpose in our lives that we want to change the world, literally, one kid at a time? Whatever that motivation is, we need to reconnect with that, because that's what's going to bring us energy. That's the energy that's going to get us past Halloween, past the holidays, past spring, and all the way through the year with energy and motivation. That's the purpose of Finding Your Why, Teaching with Passion and Purpose, so that people start off with their batteries recharged. We go into the new school year ready to set the world on fire.